Welcome to the video on Aveum Systems' genome-based identity infrastructure for sovereign states. This technology is designed for deployment at the national level, serving authorities, law enforcement, forensic institutes, and national WGS program operators. It uses a 15-hex GIS anchor per subject, with a processing time under 1 millisecond and 0 collisions in test runs. We address the systemic burden of whole genome sequencing on a national scale. Serious national identification, forensics, or WGS programs face structural hurdles like file load from raw WGS data due to huge FASTQ or BAM files that block existing infrastructure for hours or days. The lack of interoperability means different systems lack a common identifier. This leads to a backlog, resulting in unsolved cases and unidentified missing persons. Aveum GIS solves these structural deficits. Aveum's technological breakthrough reduces 300 gigabytes of WGS data to a 15-character hexadecimal sovereign identity anchor in under a millisecond. This is achieved through a deterministic process using XLEM ingestion and the ACE engine to generate the GIS output. The resulting GIS anchor is irreversible, meaning the source DNA cannot be reconstructed. It's a zero-knowledge architecture, collision-free, and prevents duplicate identifiers at any population size. The multi-stage cryptographic cascade architecture uses 3 independent hash families and 5 processing protocols to create a deterministic sovereign identifier. Aveum 256A provides the primary hash. Aveum 256B performs cross-validation, and Aveum SH512 ensures high-entropy 512-bit processing for quality assurance. The ACE Cascade protocol orchestrates all hash families, ensuring security, integrity, and deterministic sequencing. Verified performance data on real genomic data shows a batch processing time of 2.428 seconds for over 3,200 samples, with an average processing time per sample of 0.738 milliseconds and a throughput of over 1.3 samples per second. Importantly, there were 0 errors or collisions. The ARK512 OPS full platform achieves a register throughput of 1,015 per second, passing all 149 test cases. This demonstrates national scalability, capable of processing 10 million samples in under 2.1 hours on a single node. Aveum GIS operates on-premises, is air-gap capable, and completely sovereign. It is not a SaaS product or hosted on any third-party cloud. The ARK512 OPS full platform includes all necessary components, requiring 128 gigabytes of RAM and supporting air-gap deployment. ARK512P is the algorithmic add-on module containing the core GIS algorithm, collision resolution, sovereign API adapters, and certification for major platforms. This single infrastructure covers all government operational areas. For forensic DNA analysis, it provides matching from crime scene to subject in under a second. In national identification, 335 million records fit on a single rack, and identity fraud is mathematically impossible. For migration and border control, identification occurs at first contact. It also brings efficiency to WGS programs, manages mass fatalities, and supports secure, air-gap-capable deployments for military and intelligence services. The world is already moving toward national DNA identification programs. Countries like Brazil, India, and Saudi Arabia have active mandates. G7 forensic systems currently face WGS file size and interoperability issues. Aveum is built for the future of global DNA identification, targeting integration with all these nations. Data protection is built by design, not by policy. The zero-knowledge architecture is fully GDPR compliant, preventing any health data disclosure during identification. Constructive irreversibility means the 15-character GIS anchor cannot be reverse transformed into source DNA. Sovereignty is guaranteed with no external data dependencies or cloud ingestion. The system adheres to GDPR, BDSG, FIPS 140-3, ISO 27001, ISO 9001, and BSI IT Grundschutz standards. We offer absolute identity and sovereign scalability. If you are responsible for a national identification, forensic DNA analysis, or WGS program on a federal scale, please take the time to see what we have developed. Visit day.aveum.id, sign a mutual NDA, receive a 24-hour evaluation license, and test it on your own infrastructure.